Mirror demon unleashed. I always thought my reflection was just a reflection, until it started moving when it didn't. It was a mundane morning, one where the world feels too quiet, and the air holds an unspoken tension. I stood in front of my bathroom mirror, brushing my teeth. That's when it happened. My reflection paused, staring back at me with a growing intensity that was not my own. I froze, toothbrush suspended midair, as an icy sensation gripped my spine. The reflection smirked, a cruel twist of its lips that I had not made. I blinked rapidly, trying to dismiss it as a trick of the light or a fleeting hallucination. The days that followed were a blur of paranoia. Every reflective surface became a source of dread. In the glistening windows of the subway, in the polished chrome of the elevator, it was always there, watching, waiting. I started noticing small changes, a twitch of an eye, a tilt of the head. My reflection was subtly mocking me, mimicking actions I never took. I confided in my best friend, hoping for solace, but they laughed it off as stress-induced. Yet, their laughter was hollow, carrying a hidden tremor that hinted they might have noticed something too. Desperation clawed at my sanity, leading me to research obsessively into folklore and tales of doppelgangers. I found stories, warnings about reflections taking on a life of their own, but they all ended the same way, the original lost, replaced by the imposter. One night, I stayed up, determined to catch it in the act. As the clock struck midnight, I stood before the mirror, staring into the eyes that weren't quite mine. This time, it didn't wait. My reflection raised a hand, slowly, deliberately, and waved. I remained still, heart pounding in my chest, understanding now that it was aware of my fear. The climax came when I realized the reflection wasn't confined to mirrors anymore. It followed me in shadows, in the curious glances of strangers, and in the whispers of the wind. One evening, as I sat in my dimly lit living room, I felt a presence beside me. I turned to see myself sitting there, grinning with a malevolence I couldn't begin to comprehend. It whispered my name, a sound that echoed with finality. I knew then that I was no longer alone. My reflection had crossed over, and it wasn't leaving. I was the ghost now, trapped on the wrong side of a reality I could no longer control.